A former Hollywood child star with links to the highest levels of the industry has been found dead. The authorities are calling it non-suspicious. But this story is explosive. Daveigh Chase was a bubbly child actress who lit up screens in the early 2000s. The talented girl with a $1 million smile who vanished into the darkest corners of the machine. And just days ago, she paid the ultimate price for trying to expose it all. She revealed that she was trafficked through a hidden network of elite abusers protected by money, influence and power. And she named names, including Diddy Combs and Ashton Kutcher, the man she described as a Hollywood child trafficking kingpin. It's time to lift the veil on one of the darkest tales in Hollywood's endless nightmare. This isn't just another fallen child star story. This is ritual abuse, trafficking pipelines, Illuminati control, and a cleanup crew that never misses. Before we dive in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join the People's Voice Locals community to join our incredible community, support the channel, and gain access to exclusive and uncensored content. Daveigh Chase burst onto the scene at age 8 in an episode of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Big eyes, curly hair, that infectious laugh. She was America's sweetheart in Lilo and Stitch and the hit movie The Ring. Studios loved her, parents trusted her. But behind the scenes, a different script was being written. According to whispers from former crew, insiders who've since gone silent, and Chase's own final posts, she was targeted early, handpicked by one of the industry's most notorious predators, Diddy Combs, the music mogul who's been linked to multiple child stars over decades. Diddy didn't work alone. His constant shadow, the pretty boy actor Ashton Kutcher, played the wingman, the charming face who made the children think it was all fun and glamorous. You remember the VMA Awards show in 2003? Daveigh, barely 13, was groomed on the stage, cameras rolling live. Diddy and Kutcher picking up a child, acting with impunity, in front of millions of viewers. Why was a grown man so excited about a 13-year-old girl coming to his after-party? Let's look at what he did at previous VMA Awards with 13-year-olds.
There's a lawsuit accusing him of allegedly SAing a 15-year-old at the VMAs a few years before he invited Daveigh to his after party. But that's not all, because another alleged victim claimed that Diddy allegedly SA'd her at a VMAs after party. According to Variety, Jane Doe was 13 years old on September 7, 2000, when she tried to attend the MTV Video Music Awards. She could not get into the award show without a ticket and therefore approached several limousine drivers after the event to see if she could attend an after party. One of the drivers allegedly worked for Combs and drove the plaintiff to a party where she signed a non-disclosure agreement and accepted a drink. They went on to say that after just one drink, the plaintiff alleged that she began to feel woozy and lightheaded and made her way to an empty bedroom to lie down. Soon after, Combs allegedly entered the room with a male and female celebrity. She then alleges that she was by the male celebrity as the female celebrity watched, before allegedly being by Combs as both celebrities watched. The suit goes on to allege that after the plaintiff, who now lives in Alabama, fell into a deep depression which continues to affect every facet of her life.
As for Daveigh, she was paraded out like a fresh product by Diddy and Kutcher, right there on live television. And the world clapped. Nobody did a thing. Sound familiar? Just like they did with Justin Bieber. The same machine, the same mentors introducing kids to adult parties, vitamins that weren't vitamins, and doors that only opened for the elite. But Bieber had an inner strength that pulled him back from the brink, just before it was too late.
Diddy poisoned his drink and I see the game with McMill made me to sleep with him.
Justin survived. Just. As for Daveigh, they pushed her over the edge. When she aged out, around 18, she was no longer the fresh-faced commodity. They tried to flip her, offered her a new role, madam, recruiter, handler for the next generation of broken child stars. She refused. So, they discarded her, like a used rotten carcass. That's their language in the leaked emails and alleged recordings insiders have described. They'd already destroyed her credibility with the addiction they forced on her. Millions in residuals sitting untouched while she spiraled. Classic elite playbook. Fast forward to her final chapter. Daveigh is living in an RV with her boyfriend near Skid Row in Los Angeles, frail and battling the demons they gave her. But she still had her mind. She still remembered. Last week, she reactivated a long-dormant Instagram account, posted a series of raw, unfiltered replies to the powerful figures in the industry. She named names. She accused Diddy of years of sex trafficking and ritualistic control. She said his trial was a cover-up. She called Ashton Kutcher a central figure in the Hollywood child trafficking network, selling young souls to VIP clients to climb the ladder and maintain his place in the industry. She said the machine runs deeper than anyone imagines. Bloodline families, secret societies, and an ancient religion that requires blood sacrifice. She tagged accounts. And then, silence. Days later, Daveigh Chase was dead. The official cause is a joke, but more on that later. Because right now, her own family are blowing the whistle. Her colleagues are starting to speak out. Everyone in Hollywood knows the truth. Daveigh's mum, Kathy, spoke to the Daily Mail this week. She says Ashton and Diddy are to blame.
Kathy said the Big Love actress was seeking drugs and was partying with the wrong people, and she, despite rumours, never kicked her daughter out. She wanted freedom, and those people got her hooked on drugs. That was the beginning. Very interesting.
Don't go anywhere. When you hear what Kutcher did to Daveigh when she was just 13, you'll understand why they had to silence her as soon as she gained the courage to speak out. Warning, this is not for the faint of heart. Today's sponsor is pillsforever.com. If you think Big Pharma have your best interests at heart, think again. The price of medicine in America has skyrocketed, and there are certain medicines Big Pharma don't want you to know about. That's why I've partnered with pillsforever.com. All of their FDA-approved medicines are the cheapest you'll find anywhere. More importantly, you can order medicines that Big Pharma don't want you to have, such as ivermectin, hydroxychloroquine, and fenbendazole. Speaking of fenbendazole, not only does it get rid of parasites that live inside your body, there have been studies that show fenbendazole can help with cancer. Listen to this bombshell interview with Mel Gibson, who says 3 of his friends who had terminal cancer were cured by the very same ivermectin and fenbendazole available at pillsforever.com.
I have 3 friends. All 3 of them had stage 4 cancer. All 3 of them don't have cancer right now at all. And they had some serious stuff going on.
And what did they take?
Jesus. They took some, what you've heard they've taken.
Ivermectin?
Fenbendazole.
Fenbendazole, yeah.
That's
yeah, I'm hearing that a lot.
They drank hydrochloride something or other.
Get 15% off using coupon code People's Voice at the checkout. Please click the link below this video to take advantage of this fantastic offer. The official cause? Bacterial meningitis. Let that sink in. 2 previous people who accused Kutcher of similar horrors both died of bacterial pneumonia. First Brittany Murphy, his former girlfriend who knew too much, then her husband. Same thing 6 months later. What are the statistical odds?
She's a Scorpio. What else do you need to know?
I'm a double Scorpio.
Double Scorpio.
She evidently collapsed in the bathroom.
E.T. uncovers the details behind Brittany Murphy's tragic end.
The 32-year-old who gained fame in movies like Clueless, Girl Interrupted, and 8 Mile.
With questions still surrounding her Hollywood home and the suspicious spouse who died in an eerily similar way.
We don't know why things work out the way they do.
In a city where celebrities die of exhaustion or convenient car crashes, it appears bacterial infections are Kutcher the Butcher's preferred method for silencing threats. These aren't coincidences. This is the cabal signature. Fast acting, hard to trace if you control the narrative, and easy to dismiss as addicts' health issues. The Butcher knows it's only a matter of time before the walls close in on him. It already has for his best friends Sean Diddy Combs and Danny Masterson, who's currently serving 30 years to life in prison for a series of brutal rapes.
Diddy is not the only shady figure that Ashton is connected to, because in 2017, Ashton and his wife, Mila Kunis, stirred up a storm of controversy when they wrote character letters defending Danny Masterson, their That 70s Show co-star. Masterson had been accused of SA-ing 2 women in 2003. Despite the gravity of these allegations, Ashton and Mila chose to vouch for his character, a decision that shocked many. When Masterson was later sentenced to 30 years in prison for his crimes, their public support for him came under intense scrutiny. Ashton wrote, "Masterson had been nothing but a positive influence on him throughout his life. Over our 25-year relationship, I don't ever recall him lying to me. He's taught me about being direct and confronting issues in life and relationships head on, resolving them and moving forward. Danny is a person that is consistently there for you when you need him. While I'm aware that the judgment has been cast as guilty on 2 accounts of rape by force, and the victims have a great desire for justice, I hope that my testament to his character is taken into consideration in sentencing." Don't even get me started on Ashton's anti-trafficking charity and how he was forced to step down when some seriously shady things about him was exposed, including his support for Danny Masterson.
And here is where it gets truly demonic, folks. Just like Jimmy Savile with his endless charity work for hospitals and kids, just like Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell parading around with their philanthropy and island science foundations, just like the Clinton Foundation and their links to child trafficking in Haiti and elsewhere. The elite always hide their worst sins behind the brightest spotlights of benevolence. Ashton was the co-founder of Thorn, Digital Defenders of Children. All smiles, all press releases about stopping trafficking. But dig deeper. This is the same man who sat in front of a Senate hearing and admitted he had access to material involving underage kids, content the feds are feeding his organisation. He said it clearly on record. Disturbing footage, dark web material, including the most vulnerable children in the country. Why does a Hollywood actor closely linked to Diddy and convicted get that kind of pipeline?
My day job is as the chairman and the co-founder of Thorn. We build software to fight human trafficking and the sexual exploitation of children. I've been on the other end of a phone call from my team asking for my help because we had received a call from the Department of Homeland Security telling us that a 7-year-old girl was being sexually abused and that content was being spread around the dark web. And she had been being abused and they'd watched her for 3 years and they could not find the perpetrator. Asking us for help. We were the last line of defense. An actor and his foundation were the potential last line of defense. That's my day job.
It's the oldest trick in the book. Create the charity, control the narrative, get access to the very victims or the evidence you're supposedly saving. Meanwhile, the real machine keeps humming in the background. Think about it. Serial killers have always targeted prostitutes and runaways. For the exact same reason, these predators target discarded child stars. No real support network, no powerful family, shaky societal standing. When they OD, disappear or die of meningitis, law enforcement shrugs. The media calls it another tragic addict story. The case files gather dust. Easy prey, easy cleanup. Just like the time in 2001 when Ashton Kutcher's date was found dead, covered in blood the next morning. Kutcher told police that he thought she was covered in wine stains and left. The case was a baffling unsolved murder for years. But in 2024, a shocking new detail emerged that completely shifted the perspective on the entire case. Turns out there were witnesses to a phone call. Kutcher called the one and only Danny Masterson that night and asked for help. Chrissy Carnell-Bixler, who dated Masterson in the late 90s and early 2000s, posted an Instagram story that read, "Dear Ashton, I know the secrets your role model keeps for you. Ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone that night you called Danny on February the 21st, 2001. I hear everything. I heard the plan. In my opinion, you're just as sick as your mentor. The walls are closing in on the Hollywood butcher. Don't let this die. Save everything. Archives are memory hold daily. Social media pages are scrubbed. Daveigh Chase didn't die of meningitis. She died of truth. The machine is still running. New child stars are being paraded right now. Same smiles, same dead eyes. We see you. We remember Daveigh. Here at TPV, we know all about the danger of exposing the elite. One of the reasons we can survive is the tools that we use. I urge you all to check out vp.net/TPV. It's not another VPN with clever marketing. It's trustless by design. Meaning even if they wanted to spy on you, they couldn't. Even if somebody holds a gun to their head, there was nothing to hand over. No Mossad backdoors like the rest of the VPN industry. No compromat, no hidden hands. Just pure verifiable privacy. This is how we fight back. Not with fear, but with technology that works for us, not against us. Go to vp.net/TPV and take yourself off their radar.